Hello, Chloe. Hello, Ida. I was not in an outstanding mood today. I'm going to scooch up and adjust my hair a little bit. I was not in an outstanding mood today, so I couldn't think of what to do for a video. So instead of doing anything intelligent or constructive, I'm going to tell you some of my favorite graphic novels that I have with me within roughly arm's reach. There's some downstairs, but they're like way down there. So here's some of my favorite graphic novels, and I hope you all enjoy them. And I also hope you all check them out because I don't like being a guy who just like tells you to read stuff so that he can feel like he's so well read and shit. There's like a Vlogbrothers video where Hank talks about like characters he likes, and he mentions like Paul Atreides from Dune and Ender Wiggin from Ender's Game. He's like, "Oh, sorry, you and I, if you don't know who those are, you and I read different books or some shit like that." And it's like, it's Ender's Game and Dune, dude. If people know. But anyways, so I would actually like it if more people in the world read these books. I'm not going to be a territorial elitist and act like nobody can appreciate these things like I can. With that out of the way, let's begin. The first one I want to show you is A Contract with God by Will Eisner. And this is actually the not this specific printing, but it is the first graphic novel because Will Eisner was a like hugely influential dude in comics and graphic media development. He wrote The Spirit. Through The Spirit, he did some outstanding work, and this actually talks about this in this printing of it. This is DC Comics Will Eisner Library, and other Tenement stories. It's like I don't know when it was from, but it talks about how when they first had it, most comics were comedy, comical comics, and so they put it in humor. But A Contract with God is not fucking funny, and because it had the word God in it, they moved over to religious. Someone in the bookstore got offended that it wasn't religious, so they put it in a box because they had no idea what to do with it. So the first graphic novel, actually groundbreaking, actually the first of its kind, and so really truly excellent by one of the greatest graphic novelists who've ever lived. So the next one is Tezuka Osamu's Ayako, which has the delightful, along with the ages 16 and up, lady hanging herself silhouette on the back. Tezuka Osamu, also kind of like a forerunner in graphic media, just in Japan. He kind of developed what is traditionally recognized as the manga style. Oh, I should show Buddha. I'll show Buddha in a second. But he made Astro Boy and some other shit. Crap. Astro Boy. He actually did a manga adaptation of Crime and Punishment that I think is actually excellent. And shit, I don't know what nothing comes to mind for what else he did, but he's Tezuka Osamu. Look him up, you'll find shit that he's done. But Ayako is not the first of his dark works, but it is, in my opinion, the most interesting because it's the most true to life. He's had other really dark stuff, like a story named MW that I have over there. It's just like when Tezuka Osamu goes dark, he goes super duper dark. But Ayako, unlike MW and Buddha, which I would consider something darker, Ayako is about post-World War II Japan and how families in that era functioned. Because all of the landowners were kind of getting shifted over to a lower social status comparatively when they started democratizing. So it's really interesting from a sociological perspective as well as a psychological perspective because there's a lot of like fucked up family stuff going on in there. And then in a pure kind of 70s action movie perspective that Tezuka Osamu likes to do sometimes. Obviously, it takes place in like the 40s or 50s or something, but very much feels like a 70s thriller at points. He's really good at that kind of voice. Next up is The Mystery Boxes, which is an edition of an anthology called Explorer. This is by Amulet Books, and it's by Amulet Books. Amulet Books is actually, they kind of have like My Dream as their backstory. Amulet Books was originally a publishing company created to, why the fuck is the tomb in here? I'll get to the tomb in a minute actually. Let me talk about Amulet Books. Amulet Books was originally a publishing company meant to publish one story, like one epic series called Amulet. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was just called Amulet. And they parlayed that into anthologies, which are really excellent 80% of the time. Like 80, there's a bunch of stories in here, and like 80% of them are good. And yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. I would like for some sort of graphic work that I work on to then allow me to get like other lesser known artists together to publish an anthology, sell that, make money for everybody, get everybody's names out there. Basically, what I'm saying is that when I get into a graphic novel industry, if I do, if I can get, if I can pay some artists to work for me someday, I would like to then bring other artists and writers on to share in the prestige and share in the fame and like elevate other people when I get successful. Now, I was going to talk about Gigantomax, which is the author of Berserk's in between chapter 337 and 338 work, but somehow this made it in here. This is the Tomb. The Tomb sucks. Don't read the Tomb. The Tomb is published by, where is it? Oni Press. Hang on. See that symbol? If a graphic novel has that symbol on it, don't fucking buy it. Oni Press cannot for the life of them publish anything good. Even like the Rick and Morty comics they published suck. Alright, that's how bad they are, is that they fuck with Rick and Morty. Who publishes this? Okay, this is Dark Horse. I don't know how this got published by Dark Horse, but this is called Bandette. And it is an adorable, lighthearted, Volume 1. Presto. It is an adorable, lighthearted graphic novel about a young girl who is like a bandit kind of take from the rich, give to the poor, chaotic good type character, but with chaotic neutral tendencies because she sometimes just gives to herself. But yeah, she's cute and she's funny and she gets into wacky antics and she's a great load of fun. And the last thing I have here, and I'm going to get one more thing before I'm done, is the Graveyard Book. It's a graphic novel adaptation of Neil Gaiman's excellent novel. And here's the back, which looks like an Arkham Horror expansion cover. But yeah, the Graveyard Book, it is illustrated by P. Craig Russell and obviously written by Neil Gaiman. I don't think they actually changed any part of the text. In fact, they have some of the, like, hang on. Yeah. God, these pages are made out of such good material. They have, like, the text from the story, like, as little narration bits. Where's that? Yeah, okay, it's over here. Hang on. The last thing I want to show you is Cal likes it. What? Oh, okay. It's an ad for a different graphic novel, or it's an ad for an actual like coming this spring from the creators of. Yeah, okay. It's an ad for another graphic novel that just looks like like a political movement thing. So this is called "There's Nothing There." And this is exactly kind of the like racy sex pervert comic that or like media, I guess, that I enjoy, where it's something surreal and supernatural and vaguely sexual. And all of those things interest me. Hang on, I have some ice cream with me, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that I'm not in swell mood, but I wasn't, so I got my ass some ice cream. Anyways, those are some graphic novel recommendations. Actually, yeah, okay, fuck Gigantamax. I don't even like Gigantamax that much. But, yeah, I think it's alright. I just think it's a bit weird. You know? Like, all the weird Shirky Guts shipping from Berserk is kind of like, you kind of get that feeling in there. It kind of makes Berserk feel a bit weird, but anyways, there's some graphic novels. I hope you all enjoyed them. And I hope everyone is in a better mood than I am. Chloe and Nita, I will see you all next time.